What's up? I'ma show you how to get in them woods. This is the crib. The crib. Look at Benny goes. Look at Benny goes. Look at little Benny. Look at little Benny baby. You see little Benny baby right there chilling? You see little Benny baby right there chilling? Hold on. See my collection. My collection of goods. Look at the peanut butter down there. Look at the peanut butter down there. Look at these peanut butter, these jars of peanut butter. Woo! That's the fancy peanut butter. See them jars of peanut butter? That's a fancy peanut butter right there. What it is, shorty? What's up? I'ma show you how to get it on wood. Really? Wood. So give me your number and I'll call. And I'll follow the wood through the mall. Do the thing and then juggle my wood. Alright, so we show y'all what we got. We got grapes, we got peaches, grapes, tangerines, peaches, grapes to be putting in the smoothie, and we got apple juice. Last but not least, apple juice to put in. No added sugar, no sugar included, to put in the smoothie. What is the? Hey, that's me. That's me. That's me. So give me your number. The haters try to hold me back. Smooth selling. The haters try to hold me back. Hold up. We gonna show y'all. We taking one grape off at a time. You give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow the wood through the mall. Do my thing, man. Juggle my wood. Let me back your wood. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect angle. So give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow the wood through the mall. Do my thing, man. Juggle my wood. But it is. What's up? I'ma show you how to get in them woods. Give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow the wood through the mall. Do my thing, man. Juggle my wood. Do the thing, man. Juggle my woods. Give me your number and I'll call and I'll follow the wood through the mall. And the peaches, forgive me, the peaches got smashed in a bag on the way back from the grocery store. The peaches got smashed in a bag on the way back from the grocery store. I got a peach cobbler. Got a peach. Gonna turn the pieces off the peach. Oh, trying to see if it's rotten. No, it's not rotten. It looks funny. So we turn the peach off till we get down to the seed. We turn the peach off, put it in there till we get down to the seed. So we're gonna turn this peach up, put it down in there till we get down to the seed. It's squirting juice on, huh? Let me taste it. Something that look right about it. I was trying to see if it was rotten on the inside. Yeah. Now turn the peach cobbler. Okay, we're gonna put this in the trash. We're gonna put this peach in the trash bag. Leave that. What the other broke down peach? What other one that's broke? What's the other one that's... Now all these peaches are good, okay? Let's wash it off. Let's wash all these peaches off. Maybe we'll put one more peach. This peach looks a little bad. We'll put one more peach. This peach is a little cut open, so we put this peach in there. Yeah. Alright, come on, peach cobbler. Come on, peach cobbler. The cobbler. So give me your number and I call and I follow the world to the mall. Do my thing, man, juggle my wood. Do my thing, man, juggle my wood, juggle my wood, juggle my wood. So give me your number and I call and I follow the world to the mall. Do my thing, man, juggle my wood. Give me your number and I call and I follow that word to the mall. Do my thing, man, juggle what? Give me your number and I call and I follow the word to the mall. What? Can I get a what? No, get no. Can I get a whoop? Down for players without what? Can I get a what? Hey, can you bounce with me? Can you bounce with me? Bounce with me, bounce with me. Can you bounce with me? Can I hit it in the morning without giving you half of my dough? And even worse, if I was broke, would you want me? If I couldn't get you all them things like all of them diamond rings, would you ride then? Would you still roll? If I could see the shore and know the shore time, if I wasn't driving, if I would have hate bigger. Right around the other door. Do you need a baller? They got the apple juice. Right, tell your friend when I bought you. If I woulda futuristic you. What around, do? Can I get a whoa? Whoa, that's probably too much apple juice. That's way too much apple juice. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul. Yeah. Right, hold up. Let's go ahead and put these up. We're gonna get the trash bag before we blend it up. Blend it up. I'm the first to bleed. I'm the first to bleed. Batter up. First to bleed. Put in here so long. Picture mistake. He doing a lot of crying. Remorse. Play the role of a victim devil. But you's a victimizer. You doing a lot of crying, ain't you? Good. can do bad. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need somebody that ain't bringing nothing to the table. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. I can do bad. I can do all this what I'm doing. I can do all this what you doing. What you doing with my income. What you doing with my income and my food stamps. I could do that by myself. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. Now all you doing is pointing, blaming everybody. Blaming everybody. But what you need to do is blame yourself because you did what you did and you got caught. You got caught. And now you're sitting there crying and crying ever since I left. You're crying. Just crying about everything. Good you crying. You know what I'm saying? You know what you did. While you sitting there pointing the finger, blaming everybody for the situation you in, you need to point the finger at yourself and say, I should have never did what I did. Should have never did what I did. I'll never be in this situation. Maybe he would have still been there for me. But you screwed me over. You screwed the pooch. You screwed me over. Now look at you, crying and pointing the finger at everybody because of what the situation you're in. Nah. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. The Mad Hatter. They gonna start calling me the Mad Hatter. They gonna start calling me the Mad Hatter. They gonna start calling me the Mad Hatter. Call me the Mad Hatter. Call me the Outlaw Josie Wells, the Mad. I'm a mad man. I'm a mad man. I'm a mad man. He's a mad man. He's a mad man. He's a mad man. I'm mad. Yeah, I'm back. I'm bad. I'm something that you never had. I'm something that you never had. I make you rump, wriggle and shake your rump. Cause I be kicking up something to make you wanna jump. How high, real high, in the just a fly. The young hop up a level, the type of guy. Everything run a back, run a little fly. Cause inside out, nigga back. Come and jumping, on me to keep it jumping. Oh no, hold on, that's when I come. If you talk about crisscross, we all that. Cause when the ace when they rock, they believe it. 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 I make you jump, wiggle and shake your rump. Cause I be kicking up something to make you wanna jump. How high, real high, in the jet so fly. A young hubba lover type of guy. But everything but a back when a little slack. Cause inside out, the bigger the Mac. That is delicious. Nutritious. Tastes just like boolicious. Man, they thought I'd be, and you had everybody convinced that I was living like crap, that I was struggling, that I didn't have a pot to use the bathroom in, or a window to throw it out of. You had everybody convinced, but that's why he went back to prison. That's why he went back to prison so many times. That's why he always get locked up, because his life didn't amount to nothing. He wasn't jack. Boom. That's what you said about me. But the reason I went to prison because I had an ego problem. I had an ego problem. I didn't let nobody disrespect me. I always seeked to get back at somebody. When they disrespect me, I always got back at them. That's why I went to prison, because I had an ego problem. That I don't have that ego problem no more. Not because I was living like crap. Not because I was living in the gutter and struggling. I was always living good before you ever came along. Before you ever became my payee, I was always living good. But you had everybody convinced that you was the savior, the white knight that saved me. No, I was living good on 4th Street, 5th Street, Jennifer Road, Etowah. I was eating good. Had all kinds of stuff in my apartment. Clothes, furniture, TVs, food. Okay? You had everybody convinced that you was the one that saved me. Dude, I was living good with Angie Lee, my pay. Lori Thomas was my pay. Shamar was my pay. I was living good. You didn't save me. I changed in prison. When I got out of prison, I already knew I wasn't going back. My mind state in prison, when I sat in that hole for 3 years, I felt something change inside me. But the same stuff I used to care about, I didn't care about no more. And then you just happen to become the payee. You happen to become the payee and kick this bullcrap to everybody. Kick this bullcrap game to everybody. You know what I'm saying? The master manipulator. But look how good I'm living. Look how good I'm eating. All these videos I'm posting on Facebook. You see how good I'm living without you? You see how good I'm living without you? Yeah. But I thought that was because of you. I've been on my own for about 2 months now. No, it's been about a month now. Almost a month. And I will continue doing good without you. Because my food stamps and my income, I could do bad all by myself. You weren't bringing nothing to the table. You was using my money to pay for everything. And then you taking credit. All that exercise equipment, all that stuff in the apartment that you gave to the step family, that you gave away to the step family, that gave away to other people, that was my stuff that you paid for with my money, and you took credit for paying for all that. When you paid for with my money and you gave my stuff away. You gave my stuff away. That was all my stuff that you gave to the step family. It gave to everybody. That was my stuff. And you didn't even know that I was going to St. James Place. You didn't even know. I could have went somewhere else. I could have moved to a nice 1-bedroom, nice 2-bedroom, and got to keep all my stuff. You gave my stuff away. You gave my stuff away before you knew that I was going to go to a small little room. I can't keep everything in this apartment. But you gave everything away before you knew I was coming to this small apartment. But you gave my stuff to me first. You said, oh, you can have it. You said, you can have all that stuff. I said, cool. And then turn around a week later, when my nephew was over there chilling, said, what do I look like giving him all this stuff? He leaving me? You said, I was leaving you. You said, what it look like if I leave all this stuff to him? You said, matter of fact, I'm going to give all this to my step family, my real family. I ain't giving too much to him. I think the only thing in here I took, the only thing in here you gave to me was this blender. My treadmill, all my exercise equipment, all my stuff in the house, all that stuff. My deep freezers that you paid for with my money, and then you took credit for and said you paid for that stuff when I really paid for that stuff. Yeah, you gave it all away. But look, you was the player and you was playing me. You was the player and you was playing me. But in the long run, the player always plays themselves. In the long run, the player always plays themselves. Now you sit around pointing the finger at everybody. I done all this for everybody. I took care of everybody. I did this. Now look at my situation. I ain't got a pot that used the bathroom and I went and throw it out. Now you just doing a lot of crying all of a sudden. You're doing a lot of crying all of a sudden. But you never took care of me. You took care of me with my own Social Security. You took care of me with my own, with my own Social Security, my own food stamps. You never took care of me. You used my income to take care of yourself and to take care of me, and you wasn't bringing nothing to the table. And you was paying for everything with my money that you saved up over a long period of time. Paying for everything. You know what I'm saying? When you got them deep freeze, I had 3,000 saved. When you got the exercise equipment, I had 6,000 saved. When you got all that stuff, I always had a lot of money saved. You know what I'm saying? And you were stealing from me from the get-go. You were stealing from me from the get-go because every time I asked for my money, what I had left over, when I paid my half of the bills, I asked for what I had left over. There was always a reason why you couldn't give me my money that I had left over. There was always a reason why you couldn't give it to me. There was always a reason why you couldn't give me my money. Oh, well, we got other bills to pay and this and that. No. The only bill I had to pay back then was my half of the rent. You pay your half of the rent and whatever else you pay. The only bill I had back then was my half of the rent. I didn't even have a phone back then. I had a free government phone. For the last two years, I've had a Cricket phone. But before I got my Cricket phone, for over the last 2 years, only bills I paid was my half of the rent. I didn't have credit cards. I didn't sign up for none. Those red flags from the time you became my pay. Those red flags from the time you became my pay. And I'll never let you come back in my life. I'll never let you come back in my. If I have a relationship with you, it's gonna be out there in the real world. But I never let you come back. I never let you know come back behind closed doors and live with me. I never let you come back behind closed doors and live with me. The way you stole from me, thousands from me. I never let you come back behind closed doors. And you go see how good I'm living. When I post it on Facebook and TikTok or Instagram, you go see how good I'm living. And you go regret ever taking money from me. The amount of money you took, you go regret that. I counted 4,700 that you took. But you've been taking money since you've been my pay. I counted 4,700 over the last 2 years. But you've been taking money the whole time you've been my pay. And I just didn't see it until over the last 2 years I caught on to what you were doing. Now you see someone crying, blaming everybody for the situation you're in. You don't burn your bridges with people. You don't steal from people. You don't do family like that. The situation you're in is because of you put yourself in that situation. Because the way me and you was living, you was doing all that with my Social Security check and my food stamp. And like I said, I could do this all by myself. I can go get another payee since you don't want to bring nothing to the table. Since you want to leech off me, use me, live off me, and steal from me. You know what I'm saying? I can do this by myself. I don't need you because you wasn't contributing, bringing nothing to the table. You weren't contributing. I can do this all by myself. With my food stamps and my Social Security, not somebody that's my pay that's stealing from me and living off me and freeloading off me. I can do this by myself. Now my life, I'm 41 years old. I'll be 41 in June. I'm 40 years old. I'll be 41 in June. The rest of my life, ain't none of my brothers ever living with me again. Nobody in my family, nobody outside my family ever living with me again. This next 40 years I got left to live, because in 30 years I'll be like 70 something, in 40 years I'll be 80 something. This next 40 years I got left to live before I die of old age, I'm living for me. I'm taking care of me and nobody. I took care of y'all since I was 19 years old. Since I was 19 and 20 years old, since I started getting Social Security and food stamps, y'all been living with me, freeloading off me, robbing me of everything I had. Stealing food out my fridge. Stealing the money that my pay slides in through the mail flap. The $30 in the bank card, the $30 a week. Stealing that money. Stealing everything out my fridge. You know what I'm saying? When we was down in Paris, Kentucky. When me, you, and Chili was down in Paris, Kentucky hustling. When we was hustling, when we went that one night, and we used that $20, that $20 that while I was washing Mariona's car, she paid me $10 or $20. That $20 I had for washing cars, we went to Paris. He hooked us up on that. I ain't gonna say what we got. He hooked up. We made $80 that night off my $20. That $80 was in your pocket. Your pocket. You bought, the next morning, you bought a bag of sour cream and onion chips. Sour cream and onion chips. The next morning, you bought a bag of sour cream and onion chips. You let me and Chili get a couple pinches. Told us not to get too much. We already eat one meal a day. We was already struggling. eating 1 meal a day. You was eating 2 meals a day. Chili and you and Wesley was eating 2 meals a day. I didn't know how to make that stuff that y'all make with the ramen noodles. So I had to wait for my sister to get home and cook for me and everybody else. I was eating 1 meal a day. You couldn't even give me $40 of that money so I could go to Bobby Crockett's and the grocery store Bobby Crockett's and just buy some food for him. Eat 1 meal a day. We was always struggling. You was so daggone greedy. That money we made off my car wash money, that $80 was in your pocket. Your pocket. You didn't even try to give me none of that money so I could go get me some food from time to time and stretch that money out and give me a little bit of food. You've been robbing me since before I got Social Security. You and my older brother been robbing me since I've been getting Social Security. Since I was living off me, you became my payee. No, why would I make you my payee? Because I thought you changed. You was a teacher in China. You was a teacher in China. You had a Chinese wife. I said, he changed. He's not the same person. I trusted you. I should have known people don't change. They just better themselves. People don't change. They just better themselves. They better themselves. You bettered yourself, but you didn't change. You bettered yourself, but you didn't change. And then you went back to the same grimy bum you always was. That same freeloader you always was. It didn't last long. The change, the way you better yourself, it didn't last long. You fell off within, 5 years? You fell off and became the same grimy bum you always was. The same grimy, manipulative, thieving bum you always was. And you couldn't even give me $40 of that money we made in Paris, Kentucky. When I'm the one that had the money to put us on to get that stuff and make $80 that night. You had all the money and you just had your chest up. You was like somebody. You just had this look on your face, this arrogance about you. You just staring off. It's like, I wish somebody would ask me for this money. I wish somebody would ask me for this money. Like you was ready to, like you was ready to, hurt me or hurt old dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish somebody would ask me for this money. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there stuck up and just arrogance about yourself. And I'm thinking in my head, that was my car wash money that got us that money. And I'm thinking in my head, why is all the money in his pocket? I said, you know what? I'm not going to sweat it. I'm not going to sweat it. You know what I'm saying? But I look back on all that. Why would I make you my pay with all this history of you robbing me, stealing food out my fridge? You and Wesley stealing food out my fridge. You know what I'm saying? Every time we put food in there every day, y'all take it. We come home later on that night from hustling, day in and that, shopping carts full of good stuff. 10, 15, sometimes 20 trips a day, shopping carts full of good stuff. Furnishing the crib with all this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then we come home later on that night with shopping carts full of stuff. And we go in the fridge to get something to eat, and the fridge is empty every night. We fill it up every day. Fill it up every day. Why is the fridge empty? I thought people in the hood was climbing in through my windows. But I found out they weren't climbing through my windows taking the food. Them two snakes that was living with me, the younger brother and the older brother, was taking the food. Them people in the hood weren't climbing in. It was y'all. Y'all snakes that was y'all climbing. They was climbing in through the window too. And them snakes was taking the food. Because they didn't have a key to my crib. They didn't have a key to my crib. They were climbing through the windows. And I thought because they were climbing through the windows, that people in the hood seen them climbing through my windows. And when we went home, they were climbing. No, them snakes, older brother and younger brother, was the one stealing my food. Alright? What they was doing with it, I don't know. But I'll tell you what I think they was doing with it. They had all them good looking girls out Taste Creek. You know what I'm saying? They had all them homeboys out Taste Creek, this color and this color, light and dark skin. You know what I'm saying? This color and this color, light. They had the women that they hung with, the beautiful women they hung with out Taste Creek. This color and this color. And they not just Taste Creek, but all over the city. You know what I'm saying? So what was they doing with the food? Probably stealing the food out the fridge. They said you gotta have game with these women. They always tell me you gotta have game. That's why you don't never get no women. Cause you ain't got no game. I never wanted game. I figure if I gotta pretend like I'm something that I'm not, I don't want those women. I don't want those women. Never use game. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So they stealing food out my fridge. Probably taking it to these women. Oh, baby, I paid for this. Acting like they paid for it. Running game on these women. Just so they can get lucky and get a little taste of honey. Get a little taste of honey. You know what I'm saying? Because they always say you got to have game. And they was always running game on these women. Had they fake necklaces, they fake diamond earrings, they fake watches. You know what I'm saying? They fake jewelry. The FUBU clothes and the fly jeans and the fly shoes. Oh, you gotta have game. You gotta make yourself look like you got something. You know what I'm saying? They was probably taking that food, making these women think they was paying for that stuff. Oh, baby, I went to the store and got you this, baby. How you like that? That little sleazy little talk game. You know what I'm saying? And boom. You know what I'm saying? They getting lucky. Every now and then, oh, look out for me, homegirl, look out for me. Oh, they get some honey every now and then. You know, been robbing me since I was 19 or 20. Yeah. And me being slow actually turned around and made him my pay. Look how much I drunk. Look how much I done drunk. Look at this last one I'm gonna put in the fridge and I'm gonna save it for later. This last little bit I'm gonna put in the fridge, save it for later. That's a good concoction. That's a good concoction. This last little bit, we're gonna save for the good times. We're gonna save for the good times. Let the good times roll. the last little bit. Call me a little bit. Call me a little bit. We're gonna put it in the fridge and save for later. A little snack for later on. Call me a little bit. Call me a little bit. Call me a little bit. Orbit. Little orbit. Little orbit. A little bit. A little bit. I'll see y'all later.